Hola, croprejenos, expatriatos, bienvenidos a Panama Cross Talk. Glad to join you guys today on a show that we are going to be doing some catching up with the owner and operator of Daiquiri 23. Jeffrey Carter has moved his location to a fabulous, bigger spot, and he is here today to share with us what is going on. So we're going to have him come on right now. Mr. Jeffrey Carter, how you doing, sir? Good day, good day.
Oh, man. Good day.
Take that backpack off, man. You look just worn out like a pack mule. Where you been? What's been going down?
Look, the mind is willing, the body ain't able.
You're a little engine that can, right? Chicka, chicka.
Yeah, man. It's been, a heck of a ride since the last time we talked.
Yeah. Some big changes have took place, and you are no longer in El Cangrejo, but
yeah,
where are you now?
I'm on the Hollywood Boulevard of Panama City, Panama. I'm on Avenue Balboa.
Oh my goodness. Nice good spot right there. Shoot.
Yeah.
So tell us how did this all transpire, and how were you able to pull this off?
I'm in the Megapolis Outlet Mall, which is Multi-Central Mall, the very first mall of Panama City. And 2 years ago, I tried to get into that particular same mall, but they didn't want me beside two establishments that were fairly new and wanted to give them an opportunity to be successful, which I didn't think that had nothing to do with Daiquiri 23. And then there was a third business that was been open since 2010. And, I knew that they were kind of struggling when I went there. But in July, I went over to the mall and I saw that the first two they didn't want me beside were out of business. And then I went to the front of the mall itself, which is the exterior of the mall, but still connected to the mall, and a place called Chillin'. They were out of business. And when I stood in front of the mall, and I stood in front of that particular location, I just said, this is mine. This is what I should have been able to get 2 years ago, but I wasn't ready for it because the industry is something that I didn't know anything about. Running a restaurant, sports bar, liquor, anything. I didn't know anything about that. So I had to create Daiquiri 23 from scratch and then learn the industry and learn how to be successful at it. And I'm not saying I'm successful, but I'm saying that I work at being successful every day. But I called the manager right then on the spot, and that was on a Sunday. And she answered and said, I'm no longer the manager. I moved out of the country, and something happened. My screen just went, okay. So basically, I just called and told them I wanted the spot, and they said, okay. I negotiated with them 4 days later and got the spot. Outstanding spot. A huge 40-yard terrace outside, nice sports bar on the inside with a stage for a VIP area as well as for entertainment. If a band wanted to come, it could be indoor or out. And so very fortunate to do that. But it came at a cost, of course. I had to break my lease, which I had to pay for or make arrangements to pay the rest of the lease out. And then plus absorb the cost of moving and getting reestablished at the new location. But I think it was well worth the investment, and a lesson learned. It's taken me longer to get relocated from the government aspect than it did to get the business license and the liquor license.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
we had conversated about that you're not opening a new business establishment, but should be as simple as just making a transfer. But as we all know that stay in Panama, nothing simple. They almost treated it like it was not just a transfer, and he was there for some time and didn't have your gas on, and many other things that were transpiring. Let people know about the ease of doing business in Panama.
um, Nothing's easy because um, just like you do with your home, they make appointments, but they never really keep the appointment. Um, and you're waiting, and they don't show up. They're not apologetic about it. It is what it is, and you have to learn to swallow your tongue a lot. Which I don't never swallow my tongue. I say what I need to say, and some choose not to do business with me at that point, and I'm like, I'm okay with that because there are other options. It may take me a little longer to find the other option, but I'm okay with doing that. The government is not an easy thing to deal with, but it's still a worthwhile um thing to do to come to Panama with a business mindset versus just coming here to retire and get old and leave this world. No, Panama is not that kind of place, but it can be for certain people. But for people like me who still have a lot in the tank, uh, I think to do things and be a part of the community, I think it's a worthwhile venture to do. But it's not an easy task. It's not an expensive task either. You got to be willing to invest and to continue to keep investing if your goal is to be successful or if you're trying to leave something back for a legacy for whomever. Um, it's not what people think. And that's why, you and I are on here and we're trying to provide information to those people that think you're going to come here and okey doke your way and fake it till you make it when you get in Panama. No, you better come here and be prepared to make it, and not just coming here thinking that, um, you know, the Panamanian people are dumb. No, they have a system. It may be a dysfunctioning chaos, but it is a functional system that works. And you just got to find a way to work that system to your advantage and not change it, but work it to your advantage. And I don't think a lot of people will look at it the way that I look at it. The glass is always half full to me. And I think there's an opportunity for a lot of us to come over here with that same mindset. Um, and that's why I just think that there's a lot that you don't know, a lot that you need to know, and you're going to learn new things about yourself that you wouldn't. You're going to be tested, and you got to be able to say, "I'm going to stay here. I'm going to pass this bar," so that I
Right.
can, move on and make sure I don't lose my investment. Because a lot of people do come in Panama and think that they're going to turn the world on fire or set the world on fire. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that easy. It's a progress you got to make step by step, and
Uh-huh.
you know it's
Yeah,
just that type of way.
let's hit on that a little bit because there you have received several people reaching out to you asking, how do you start a business? Is I have this business in mind. I want to do this down here and there, and what some people definitely first off need to understand is if you plan on coming down and getting a pensionado visa, you're going to need a work permit. You can't get a work permit if you have a pensionado visa. So that's the first thing. So Panama has cracked down quite a bit, especially in the expat communities, with people setting up shop at these little farmers markets and stuff like that, and it's not been good for them. So understand that. Pick the right type of visa to have so you can operate and make sure that it's not in a occupation that is protected. So, I mean, there's ways you can get around with having businesses and being on site, like being a consultant and so. But a lot of people to have these ideas, and it hasn't. If you haven't even tested it in the States, you sure better do your market analysis so you understand if it's even going to be feasible and what type of clientele you're looking for to work with there. So let's hit on how simple it is for that some think. I won't keep saying that because some people, it is so simple. No, man, it is. I mean, you've been through it, and you get asked this quite a bit on how do you start a business. I want to do this. They want your help to do it. I mean, you're running a full-time show there. So, I mean,
Yeah.
explain to some of the people some of the steps that you just have to take just to get something off the ground.
First of all, you got to know, like you just said, the type of visa you come in on, your limitations. And you may just have somebody that's in the family, your kids, grandkids that are grown, that you may not want to do a business, but you may be the person that allows them to come in and do a business um, as an investor visa. So there's several different things that you can do, but that's why you and I were talking about this is something that requires some type of a master class for people to attend that really are interested in doing business, because there's several different low-hanging fruit businesses here in Panama. It may not be something you're experienced in, just like me not being experienced in the restaurant business or not knowing the contacts or what have you. But I'm dogmatic, man. I'm like, I'm not that person that's going to be fearful of really anything. My walk in life has shown that the things that I've been able to do, fear was not part of the equation for me. It didn't even come to mind. When you go downrange and go to Afghanistan and different countries and what have you, fear is not something that you do. You go into that confidently and knowing that what you don't know, but you're willing to hang in there and learn those things. So it's not something that you come here to do, but once you get here, there are things that you can do. Just like there are several people that are business owners or restaurant owners come to me and say, hey, man, I got a recipe. I ain't trying to do no full-time business, but hey, I own the barbecue business back in the US. He said, I see you got this big grill out here. And how can we collaborate on that? See, that's where a community comes in and work together, something that we're not accustomed to doing. But I don't mind somebody coming to me. My man, David and Dee come to me with their Glover's grits. I put that on the menu, but that's a business for them to be able to do in conjunction with me, giving me something that's very hard to get or not even able to get in Panama. Like me, I got a big order of collard greens in. That's something that I work with someone here that can actually grow them here in Panama. My man had a barbecue business in Michigan. He come to me and said, hey, I want to bring my recipe and my barbecue style to your business. And I'm open to those type of things because I know there's limitations and I know people can't start things from the ground up. That's why I consider Daiquiri 23 as a community business, not just for expats, but for the Panamanians as well, because I have to hire them. I have to train them. I put them through my basic training. I'm Sergeant Carter. I put them through my basic training to let them know exactly why you need to be able to speak English, why you need to be able to learn customer service the way that we're accustomed to getting it. I put them and grill them through it. It's not that I want to be hard on them. I want them to basically see that this is not your forever job, but it will give you forever benefits. If you go to another place, they're going to see you're head and shoulders above anyone else who never came through a Daiquiri 23 training and preparing for, a better life, better income. So it's a lot to this that people don't understand. Frustrating at times, but at the same time, once you look back at it, I guess it's like a woman having a baby. Are you happy that you had the baby and you might have another one, even though the labor pain was just too much for you at the time? But as soon as the pain is over, you forget all about it and keep it moving. And that's how it is coming to Panama and wanting to do a business. It's a growth pain that you have to go through. It's an understanding and the connections, and it's just so many things you have to go through financially, sacrifices that you go through that you thought that you are just too old to do, but um, it just wasn't in my mindset to do something and then stop. That's not me. I couldn't do it. But if people that want to do business in Panama, it's available, but it takes a community. You're not going to come here and just do it all by yourself. You need a team. You need lawyers. You need the banker. You need all different types of things. Somebody asked me, "Oh, do they have small business loan there?" Business ain't for you, baby. If you're trying to come over here and get a small business loan, it ain't for you. You better come prepared. That already better be in your tool bag when you get here. Is a financial piece that comes later.
Right.
That comes later because the financial ability to get money here in Panama is based on a proven. Um you got to prove yourself, and once you prove yourself, you'll find yourself will be okay. And I've never used a bank loan of any type to get business money to start Daiquiri 23.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
We talked briefly about, since you do get that question quite often, is putting together a mini course, just the do's, the don'ts, the steps by steps, who you need to contact to get something, get your idea off the ground. Is it feasible? The attorneys and all that kind of stuff, just for someone to be able to structure a business. So,
Hmm.
guys, what that'll be something in progress. As you know, he's
Yeah.
burning the candle at both ends, but he constantly gets asked this question all the time, and I suggest, hey, put a course together. So he's looking to do that. So people that are interested, you'll be able just to tap right into uh, what he has done to establish himself in one location, and now in a second location. And
Yeah.
why I'm mentioning that right now, guys, right on the bottom here, going across, is Daiquiri 23's new location. So
Hmm.
get that, and all you have to do is put it right in Google Maps, and it will take you right there. It's right near the entrance of the Hard Rock. Am I correct?
Yeah. And so this is what we've been finding with a lot of these Uber drivers are new because that's how fast Panama is growing. A lot of these drivers are new, and they'll put in Megapolis or Outlet Mall, uh, and they'll take them to the hotel when basically we're in the mall. So why would a Uber driver take you to a hotel and drop you off, and then you got to walk and try to find? We're not inside the mall. We are a fixture, an anchor. It's like an anchor restaurant to
Yeah,
the mall. Where we
yeah.
have our access is from the entrance of the mall.
Right, right. It's like which many North Americans know. There's many businesses that are located outside, connected, but outside, so people have access to the outside restaurants around there. So it's
Yeah.
very very easy to find, and great huge patio. What else you got? What else you got out there that you're going to be?
Well, again, I'm happy with the collaborations. People are coming for different types of events. They may have been an event planner in the United States. I'm open to all those things. Bring your flavor. Let's see if we can make it happen here. It's not something people want to do full time because you have to have your own space full time.
Right,
Uh,
right.
but there are so many different things that you can do in conjunction with a Daiquiri 23 that may have the space for 200 people. I didn't have that in El Cangrejo, but that opened up a lot of doors for people to come. We have outside karaoke, and man, it's been amazing with the type of people that come with all this talent, musical talent, whether it be playing saxophone or, just instrument playing, singing. So there's just a lot going on there. We have our game nights, which I got to promote the spades tournament that they got coming up in November. A lot of people that love play spades, they're doing a tournament, so they can have bragging rights and things like that. Um,
Right.
then we have salsa night tonight. We have a young lady. She's going to be there teaching people how to salsa.
Yeah, get your salsa on, folks. Don't be shy
Yeah.
now. Good, learn how to salsa, because
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
how we do it.
We have our Sunday football and soul food Sundays. We do have Thanksgiving coming up again, like we did last year. Was our first annual Thanksgiving dinner. We'll have that here for people that still love to eat that turkey, that ham, and all the fixings that they normally get back in the States. That's going to be available here. People asking me already about the New Year. Hey, what you doing for New Year's? So if
Yeah,
you
New
got a New
Year.
Year's idea, you got a Christmas party you want to do, I'm like, we're available for all of those things.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
and I take pride in the fact that I've really never charged anybody to come in with an event to Daiquiri 23 because it's my place. I don't have to rent a hall. I don't have to do any of those things. And that was not the reason that I opened it up. It's a community thing. So, I sell the food, the drinks and everything. So I'm not greedy when it comes to that.
Right.
So, um, you know,
So he's
whatever.
so what Mr. Carter's saying, folks, is he's open to collab with you. So collaborate with him. You have an idea, and if you're entrepreneurial, come on down there. But if you're gonna come down there and try to clown, now we'll put our clown shoes on and we you got to kick rocks and go somewhere else. But uh, open to all this, and there's a lot of other stuff that North Americans like to do. There's Canadian days and stuff like that. Irish day. If you're in the St. Patty's, man,
Yeah.
do something. Get your people. As we can see, there are more and more people coming to Panama. So come have a spot, be able to hang out, meet some good people that are like-minded and have good energy. And hey, that's because man, that patio, my goodness, that patio out front, man, is the is it. And it's covered, folks. So for those afternoon showers, you're good. You're good.
If it rains, whatever, it doesn't matter. But the other thing too is that we always talk about things. It takes a village and what have you. It really takes a community to be successful as a DACA 23 because we have certain needs that are not readily available in Panama.
Right.
So those are the things that I want to encourage people to think of. I'm only one person. And a lot of people want to talk to me, not just because I'm the owner, but some people want to call me over to their table to take their order. I hire people to do that. I hire people to wait
Come
on
on,
you.
Benson.
Yeah, I hire people to do that. And I don't think that would be the correct thing for me to do is to go wait tables when I'm the owner or even be expected to wait tables because I want that server to be with them from the beginning to the end and not just me. I'm going to come and meet and greet just about everybody that comes there. But to actually wait tables, if there's a problem that the waiter can't fix or the manager that's on staff can't fix, then I would be the person to talk to. But I think that they're very capable of satisfying whatever need it is. But they're not going to overstep their bound. If they really see that it's something for me to do, they'll come and ask for my assistance. That's what
Now
they'll do.
they want you to come over and take their order.
Oh man.
I mean, really?
Oh
We're
man.
at and wherever they're coming from, that a owner of an establishment is going to come in and wait on them. Come on, man. Yeah,
Uh, I don't know what that's all about, but
come
you know,
on, but they want you to be straight up Benson up in there or something, don't they? You
I
ain't
have no
Isaac on the Love Boat or anything like that. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where that's coming from, but that's really not something that they should expect for me to do when I hire people to make sure that they have a good experience. And if they don't do that, which I know that they will never be disrespectful, but they will try to please whatever it is their request is
Mhm.
without me. But sometimes that request can be unreasonable
Right.
and that's when I would come and see what I can do because I'm a person like this. If it was about the money, I would have never did this business. But I'm not going to embarrass my staff, myself over a ticket for a bill. I'd rather give it for free because everybody's taste buds are not the same. Some people are taking medication that changes their taste.
Right.
Uh, so there's a lot of things that go into play, especially at our age. We don't know because some people have survived COVID and their taste had never really came back to 100%. So there's a lot of dynamics here that is going on. But of course, I will probably be the first to be blamed. But I'm okay. I got big shoulders. I've always dealt with that. I can handle that. And hey, whatever the case, we're here to make sure they have an enjoyable time. The food is good and meet their expectation. and sometimes it doesn't. But it doesn't mean that it's us, because the recipe is the same for every table, for every plate that goes out in front of a customer. So
Right.
it's not something that we did different, unless they have a special request. Um, that would be the only difference. But yeah, but back to the business thing, their ideal may be great if it can be tested. And that's why I say, with Daiquiri 23 being able to help them test their idea, uh, to see if they can do this independent, this is a good proving ground, because we are some of the toughest consumers to please, but the best consumers when they're happy. And that's what we're after. And where we're at now, we get the tourists, we get the local Panamanians, we get the expats of all walks of life. We're getting all of that there just by people walking by, even if they just want a cold beer, just want to sit down and watch a soccer match while they're taking a break, or somebody's in the mall shopping. So that we give them so many different options now that wasn't available at the old Daiquiri 23. But I think it's a great opportunity for people that want to do business in Panama, to stop by, have a conversation, if I'm available. And most times I make myself available to answer certain questions, but maybe not in great detail to satisfy what they're looking for. That's why we were talking about a master class, putting something like that together, because it's very important for them to get off on the right foot when it comes to business in Panama, having reasonable expectation when it comes to the type of business they want to do in Panama. And as you said, legally doing it to where that there's not going to be any problems with the government of Panama, because we're in a gray area. The United States ain't really thinking about us right now. And also Panama ain't thinking about us right now, because we've already been proven to be eligible for a residency in Panama. So we're on their radar, but we're not on their radar until we do something to get on that radar,
Right.
uh, whether it be good or bad. And I don't think none of us are here at this stage of life trying to do anything bad in life. But now I ain't gonna lie to you. Now it's tempting to kind of skirt around certain things, uh, but in the end, it's really not worth it. Depending on what you may be risking, even your residency, if they take it that far. But most times it's going to be a fine and a cease and desist if somebody's doing something that they shouldn't be doing. They're not ready to throw you out of the country. It's not that kind of party.
Right. Right. So, so for all of the ones that are still got, that fire in your belly, and you're looking to do a business, you know, that look forward to that master class coming sometime soon. And for those that have put your time in and all you want to do is kick back, be retired, eat, drink, and be merry, well, there are tons of places that you can patronize down, you know, all around the country. So I mean, you can pick your flavor, and it's there and it's available for you. But definitely having a community spot where you can meet up with other people and
Hmm.
get to know what the city has to offer. Ask them questions. They've been there, right? They they understand, and because real quick, all they're going to have to go through, because there is quite a bit of financial uh, stuff that you're going to have to go through just getting down there, getting your stuff down
Yeah,
there, or leaving it somewhere else, paying for storage and all that. So, I
yeah.
mean, that's something that you can talk with people that are already here and living in Panama and helping you out, so you're not, that anxiety is not so bad for you. Uh, what do you have? What do you have to comment on that real quick before we end it up?
Um, for me, I'm like that person that just thinks that everything's easy. And even if it's hard when I'm doing it, to me, it's just life. Um, and when a person's able to do a major move like that from a country, um, they need to know the facts. They don't need to know, I think, or, listen to all these different people that have been here for a minute. And everybody's situation is different. Houses to sell, vehicles, furniture in the house that they want to sell all of it and get rid of it, or give it to family members. That's not an easy thing to do, to clean out a house that you've done built and furnished for over 20, 30 years. That's not easy to do. But people are doing it, exhausted from doing it. But when they get here, they can kick their feet up and recuperate. But financially, you just got to be prepared to come to Panama and make it financially. You got guaranteed income. It doesn't take a lot of money in your bank account to come to move to Panama like you think, because the kind of money that we do make, most of us that are here, our income is sufficient to live off of that, save money. Because if you're making over $2,500, it's not like you're going to be saving money every month, but you'll be able to live comfortable on that. But I wouldn't advise somebody to come here, because $1,000 of that would probably be for rent and lights and gas and what have you. But for the most part, if you got, I don't know if you got $1,500 a month left over in the United States every month.
Right. Right.
Uh, but here, if that was the case, I think that you can do very well here. But some of us are well above that 2,500. So it doesn't take a lot of money in the bank. A lot of us got started late on retirement, or started late investing. We started late on doing a lot of things financial because our parents didn't teach us that. They didn't have it to teach us. Some of y'all did, but most of us didn't. At our age, I was born in 59, and a lot of people that was born in the 50s and 60s, their parents definitely didn't have money to teach them money finances, money management. But now um, we're living that life of maybe living life and made investment mistakes. We've done a lot of different things that took things out of our savings, retirement, or what have you, that didn't go well. But you can still come here and live comfortable, even if that's all you had is a very good retirement. You'll be comfortable. There's that's the financial thing that people need to understand. You don't need money in the bank in order to come here and be comfortable. You just got to have enough, um, income monthly that's guaranteed. It's not going to change, only go up, to be able to make it a very good, comfortable retirement life. So, and you can even travel. A couple $100, go to Cartagena for the weekend. You can still travel off of just money that you have coming in every month. It's just a matter of planning um, ahead, 2 or 3 weeks, and when you know you get paid, that's where you're going. So you can still
Right.
live a good retirement life here. And a lot of people don't think that they can because they've never done it before. I'm telling you, it's possible. It's very possible to do that, and even fund the business if you got enough income, as to where your monthly retirement, you got enough left over to even fund your business expenses. That's even possible if you had a little to start with.
Right. Right. So it's it's exciting times, man. As
Yeah.
about to push up on the new year, and man, if 2025 has just breezed by. So
But let me say this before, we touched on something yesterday. When I got down here, I experienced the banking system to taking my credit limit from my credit cards, because I wasn't using it, and they just started removing, you know, uh, pretty high dollar amounts from my credit um, card balance, uh, and with no reason. And what that does, it lowers your credit score,
right.
and they did it intentionally. And I think you talked about people taking money and from their credit card to do investments and things like that, and the bank stopped them from doing certain things. So, uh, like I said, what I did, I'm gonna just be honest with you. If you're gonna do that to me, callous, don't care about me working hard to get those balances to where they were, good credit. Well, I just took cash advance on all of mine, and I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna sit there and make you wait. But at least I got that money that I earned over the years, and all the interest I paid over the years. I was able to capitalize on that, and then make sound investments with that, so that I can actually do some of the things that I wanted to do on their borrowed dime.
Right,
You know,
right. Yeah,
so again,
we was talking about the banks don't like they'll make money off of your money, but the moment they see that you're making money off of their money, they want to try to stop you from doing that.
yeah. So look here, we've been trying to do things the right way to get our beacon score up and all that kind of stuff. Look, when you come to Panama, that ain't gonna matter, because you ain't gonna use it no way. Because they gonna take
Right.
it from you whether you use it or not, unless you one of those people say, well, I'm only gonna come here 6 months out the year, and I'm gonna keep my toe into Candyland back in the United States, so that they can keep doing me like they've been doing me all my life, because it don't feel natural if they ain't getting me their taxes and their interest. It don't feel right for me not to pay them that. Please.
Right.
What did Jay-Z say? Jigga, please.
I'm a hustler, baby.
Yeah, you better get away from that
Everybody's
mindset.
hustling. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you better
It's
get away from that,
it's a
because what
doggy
they're already
dog
showing
world,
you.
and you got milk bone underwear on. You got to be in it to win it. So if you don't
Yeah,
have a turtle shell on your back, where
yeah,
everything just rolls off you, then
yeah,
entrepreneurship may not be for you.
yeah. So again, uh, they've been robbing us from our wealth, generational wealth, for years, by devaluing our properties for appraisals,
Oh my
taking our
goodness.
equity. So there's been
Mhm.
so many things that they have done, the system had done, and that place that we were born in, but we decided to leave. There's so many things they've done to us. But I can tell you, I was one of those rebellious kids where Lucille was like, I hate this boy sometimes, man. I hate this kid, because he ain't going to get in line. No,
You
I'm
ain't
not going
doing
to get
right.
in.
Can't get
I'm not
right.
getting in that soup line with you. I'm going to the ribeye steak line. I'm not going to get in that line with you guys. I'm going to eat steak while y'all eating pinto beans. But I
Right.
will take a piece of that Jiffy cornbread, if you got some.
Right.
But no, it's real.
Yeah.
You got to start making real hard decisions, and break the handcuffs off, because the handcuffs is that financial system, that financial pyramid, that healthcare pyramid. All these things, your insurance broke in the United States, because you need insurance for everything. It's the law. Well, come to Panama, get free,
Get
and I
free.
guarantee you'll love being free. You're gonna love it. You took the handcuffs off me, and I did well with the handcuffs on. But you done took them off me now. Oh my God. Oh my God. King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Copy that.
Yeah,
You've heard
yeah,
it first, guys. That's a good way, a good little note to end with. Be free, come to Panama.
yeah, yeah. Take it from me now. You know, we all been lifetimers to that addicted system there, but you got to go to detox. You got to go to rehab, and Panama is a rehab place for you.
Right. Re
Yeah,
reinvent yourself. Feel that true freedom, and just, it's a whole new start, right?
yeah, yeah. Different attitude. Don't carry the baggage with you when you come. The mental baggage, the emotional baggage. It's not needed here.
Right.
You should never have to argue with nobody here in Panama, um, unless you brought them with you.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes you bring them with you, you still got to argue.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, y'all get your life straight before you be coming down. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's some others that have talked about that kind of stuff on some videos. So yeah, they
yeah,
right. No need to they bringing sand to the beach. Rather
yeah.
stuff be on.
Don't. Well, it's not only that. No, don't think that you're gonna come if you argued over there. Don't think you come here and you're gonna be argument free.
Uh,
Matter of fact, you might
rainbows,
argue more, because
rainbows and bubbles.
yeah, you might argue more when you get to Panama than you did before. But make sure it's a positive thing. It's not
Right,
something
right,
to
right.
make it a negative. Maybe that's what you like doing. Fred Sanford and Lamont, they like to argue and pick at each other, but they ain't gonna do without each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's good to be able to have these type of podcasts going on to encourage some people, help them to make good decisions. Um, it don't have to be perfect, but it have to be something you can live with. And I can assure you that if you ask me a question that I have a great answer for, I'll give it to you, but I'll also uh, tell you, hey, take it with a grain of salt, because it may not fit what exactly you're looking for an answer, but I'm telling you the foundation that you should be able to base a good decision on when you come into Panama. Some people have come here and went back home, and it's not because of Panama. It's because of family members. It's because of health. It's because they came here and a long lost love got them to come back to the United States. Man, once you gone, you better stay gone. You tell that long lost love, she better come down here, or he better come down here.
Right.
If you're gone, you better stay gone. They trying to
Stay
drag you
gone or
right
be
back in the
gone.
trap. Yeah, don't go back. Don't go back.
Right. I didn't know
Yeah,
you was really serious about leaving. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know a few people that went back and then they regret it because the relationship didn't work.
Right. Well, it didn't work when they was there before, but now they see you gone, they want to drag you. It's like crabs in a bucket. No, no,
No, don't
no.
go to no class reunion thinking that, oh, there she is.
Boy,
No,
she
she done
fine as
shed.
wine.
Look, look,
She got that tight dress on, and your eyes all big.
that's it. That's it. So,
Yeah, she's
when
thicker
the
than a king size Snickers bar. Yeah, you no man, don't fall for it.
there
Come on
you
now,
go.
come on,
That's
Boogie.
that's a ploy to get you back in. When something's going good, there's always something to take you back to where that you're gonna like, why did I do that?
Right.
But if you're here, it's better for somebody to come here and live a life than for you to go back to a life that basically had you struggling most of your life until you decided to settle down and just get focused.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not a good advice.
It's interesting. The whole relationship, seeing people come down, seeing people that it doesn't work because they, one likes, where they're at, and others, you're spending a whole lot more time with each other. So now if you've been together and you made it through the blip through COVID,
Hmm.
you'll be fine. But
Yeah,
if you've always been working and you just retired and then you come down and now you're constantly around an individual, that's going to be something new for you. So you need to take that in perspective and
yeah,
understand that we want everyone to thrive, we want people to be happy, but yeah, if you've both been working and now all of a sudden you got all this time and you're in a foreign place, that can put a huge strain on your relationship.
definitely. And then
Yeah.
you come down here and you don't want to cook. So you gotta find you gotta find places to go eat. But that get expensive too now if you go to the wrong places.
Yeah, and a lot of people do, and then they complain and say, "Oh, it's not as inexpensive as they say." Well, that's because you keep eating at the Hard Rock. You go on all of these brand name North American
Food.
restaurants or these catered resort type rooftops. With them rooftops, you're gonna be paying some serious money. So
And
you
still
know,
be hungry when you get home.
right?
Uh,
You
but
open you a can of sardines and crackers.
hey, look here. Um, this is what I want to say. Daiquiri 23 is probably one of the best non-rooftop places that you can come to. And I'd say non-rooftop. A lot of people are excited about rooftops because of the view and things like that. But really, it's like having your cell phone in your hand at the dinner table. You're looking at your phone more than you're actually talking to the person that you're sitting at the table with.
Right.
Well, Daiquiri 23 kind of gets that out of the system. You communicating with different people. You're not paying attention to your phone as much. And you're not
Right.
too busy doing your Instagram unless you're a content creator and you're trying to get content for your platform or whatever it is you're working on, your YouTube channel, what have you. Because I see a lot of people recording when they're in Daiquiri 23, but it's not like they are actually scrolling through different things, looking at videos, and not really interacting with
Yeah,
different
not
people.
being present, not being
Yeah,
present, interacting, having, conversations, meeting folks, talking, that's,
yeah,
and, coming from North America, we lost that art of communique.
yeah.
We used to communicate a lot, say hello to people. As you find out very, very quickly, people say hello. You don't even need to, people look at you all weird, but that's how it
Mhm.
is in Panama.
Yes,
People
very
speak.
friendly.
So it's, as I tell people, it's like the 70s and 80s used to be, you know,
Yeah.
in the
Don't come down
States.
here being Mr. or Mrs. Grinch and just because these little kids that say Buenos Dias, they'll walk in and speak because that's their manners. That's what they've been taught. When you
Yeah,
enter a space, you always say hello, even you don't know the person you're speaking to, but
right.
get accustomed to it. Get accustomed to that.
Exactly. That is definitely a custom. Any place you go into, greet. If you're sending a message or something, you make a greeting first in your message.
Yeah.
It's a process, and it's totally different for a lot of people that aren't used to it. So yeah, you know, just put your shoulders down, lean back,
Relax.
relax, you know, and just learn and accept the atmosphere, accept the energy that's down there. Don't attempt to change it to fit your needs.
And
It's
then also, I got to say this, and I know we're going to part. Um, a lot of people, when they know you're military and they see how driven you are, they see your motivation and what have you, they always want to blame it on the military training. A lot of us played sports. We've had coaches in our ear. A lot of us had Lucille for a mama, and she hollering at you and hitting you upside the head to get you to do what you need to do. So you better stay motivated. When Lucille say, Jeffrey, I know, okay, you want a cold glass of water, but you just went up them steps and you could have took that glass of water with you. But it's her habit of saying, I want this. And you're gonna make me come up them steps to get you a cold glass of water. But you got to come here and relax. You got to have a different mindset from the get-go. When you get here, you've got to understand it's a different culture. And what I was going to say about people always like, oh, he military, that's why he's so hard. Or no, 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 no. It's not about being military. I'm your coach. And a coach is supposed to get the best out of you. If you work for me, I'm gonna get the best out of you. And I'm not gonna be happy and if I see that I get the best out of you one day and tomorrow you go back to your lazy ways. Okay. I'm not gonna be happy about that. My
right,
my work is not in vain, but you will get that until you ingrain it in their system. And then when they see you coming, they on their P's and Q's. Like you said, let them shoulders down. No, I want you at attention when you see me. Because the customer expects that. So I want you at attention.
right,
And this is not something they're accustomed to. They're accustomed to their phone in their hand. And no, you're not gonna do that. I
right,
can't see you doing that because I'm paying you not to do that.
right,
Uh,
right,
so again, people say my strictness is because of the military. No, my strictness is because that's what life gave me
right,
from home training, school. Because I used to get them cracks with that wooden paddle when I went to school. Because
right.
I ain't gonna act right, until you make me act right. You got to open the
You
neck
get
and
one.
walk right on me, you know. But then I go into the military, and then they whipping me into shape and mentally, physically. And then when you get to working in a business, it's gonna beat you up. It's gonna
Right,
beat you up unless you start whipping it. It controls you. It has its own life. And then going to the federal government, they have rules, regulations that you got to abide by. You can't do an investment unless you disclose it. Clarence Thomas. You can't take money unless you disclosing exactly where that money came from. That's government life. So we're trained to do things the way they want. I ain't saying it's right. We're trained to do things their way. Uh, but over here, come over here, get free. Uh,
yeah,
it'll be fun for you.
that's right. Be
Yeah.
free. So, you guys, It's been a great one. Once again, the new address to Daiquiri 23 right here on the bottom. Check them out. Go by, have your good meal, and let's interact. Get out there, meet some people, meet some Panamanians, be the best you can be. It's been in you the whole time, but I can understand, the system and the stress that you've coming from. It's going to take time to decompress and be your true self. We want you to be your true, authentic self.
Don't take it out on other people.
Yeah.
Just on sight. Some people look at you and don't like you just on sight. You've never done anything to them, never had any arguments, no ill words. Leave that back in the U.S. We don't need that here.
Right. But if I didn't wake up next to you in the morning, as my grandma said, don't be taking it out on me.
Exactly. But anyway, I know we got to go, but it's been fun as usual.
It has been fun, guys. Thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you guys again sometime soon on Panama Cross Talk. Peace and love.